So my name is Alejandro, and I'll spray my tongue if I try to say that correctly, but it's the most beautiful thing that I own, so fuck it. My name, not my tongue. My tongue is just okay at best. Tonight I'd like to present to you the abridged, super short, very brisk story of my life. First things first, my parents are South American, they're from Chile, so I'm very, obviously very in touch with my ethnic background. You're not going to find any Death Cab for Cutie on my iPod. The only thing I have on my iPod is reggaeton, and the social security numbers of dead people that I'm saving for my cousins. I grew up in this small town in upstate New York that had three things going for it. It had a knife factory, and it had a resort hotel, and it had a minimum security prison. So I'm 1/3 working class redneck, 1/3 undocumented immigrant, and 1/3 small time criminal, which I guess makes me 2/3 small time criminal. Like many people, I lost my virginity at 17 to a Puerto Rican named Wilfredo. It was very weird. It was a very odd experience. He was 5'2", so I felt like Seabiscuit. And then after that, I started to suspect that maybe I was gay. So I did what any homosexual co-president of the drama club would do, and I moved to New York City to be a star. And then I left New York City because I was pursued by a giant cockroach. It was big enough to choke with 2 hands. Should have been paying half of the rent. I tried to kill it with hairspray. You know how annoyed it was? Intense, fierce though. So I moved back home from New York City, and I started freelancing. I call it freelancing. Most people would call it prostitution. I had to give that up though because it was too glamorous. One of my clients, he looked like to be honest, he looked like a movie star. The guy was a dead ringer for Danny DeVito as the Penguin in Batman Returns. That was also the first time I got crabs. That was fun. And just to give you an idea of how young I was, the doctor who told me that I caught crabs was my pediatrician. And I made my mother go to the pharmacy and get the special shampoo. I shaved my own balls though, big boy, big boy. So, after that, because I never learned my lesson the first time, I moved to Philadelphia to go to art school. And then after I graduated from art school, I got the only job that you can get after graduating from art school, and I started working in the porn industry, in a cubicle. Which I don't want to say too much about that because nobody starts a conversation about porn and ends up talking about Noam Chomsky. Suffice it to say, I spent a lot of days crying into a bag of trail mix. Then 2.5 years later, I got laid off, which was fine. It was a load off my chest. And it was very depressing. Yeah, I know. You were there? It was very sad. I was very sad. It's very, I'm not cut out to look for work. I'm too honest. Like the cover letters, I just be like, I know you have a minority quota. This guy during the interview, he was like, why don't you go ahead and list 5 words that best describe you? And I was like, I need a fucking job. So that was hard. And then I was so depressed. I tried to find inspiration just anywhere. For a little while I wanted to be like an inventor, and I wanted to come out with my own line of smoke detectors. And I wanted to call it, "Your bacon is crispy!" Because that's the only thing a smoke detector has ever told me. If that wasn't catchy enough, I wanted to call it, "Something fell to the bottom of your oven!" That's the other thing that smoke detectors told me. And then for a little while, I wanted to become a nurse, because I'd seen this commercial that really inspired me. I was just did not even see it coming. I would just click, 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 all of a sudden, you're a nurse! You make a difference! Oh my God. So much better than the mattress song. And it was in that moment, I didn't even want to help people. I just wanted to burst into a hospital room I'm a nurse! Doctor says you never walk again. So that didn't work out. So then I ended up getting the only job that you can get after being an art school graduate and working in the porn industry. I started bussing tables. And oh my God, I'm not even good at bussing tables. I do things that you're not supposed to do when you bus tables. I eat people's food off of their plates after they bus. And I know there's something wrong with me because I don't think that's disgusting. My roommate was like, aren't you afraid of hepatitis? And I was like, no, I'm not afraid of hepatitis, because I don't know what that is. And it's weird because, when I left New York in 2000, I thought I'd really dodged the bullet. I thought I'd avoided that cliche life of the actor who waits tables. And instead, 12 years later, I'm a stand-up comedian who busts tables. The best thing that I can say about my adulthood is that I have failed laterally. but it's all right. I found my hope for life. I have that thing that you need, that thing where you're something that carries you across a beach and you look behind you and there's one set of footprints. For me, that set of footprints belongs to my Destiny's Child Pandora station. Because some mornings I wake up and I'm like, no. Then Beyonce is like, I ain't worried during midnight, little sweat and never hurt nobody. And then I can face the day. Thank you.